So today I'm going to be answering some questions, and let's get started. The first question is, how did I think of starting my blog, and if there was any inspiration or thought behind it? So my blog was just prompted by my desire to share my writings and my thoughts with people. I started writing my poetry when I was around 12 or 13 years old. I was very young, and it was basically just prompted by my desire to share my frustration with what was going on in Pakistan. I've written on women's rights issues, talked about Kashmir, I've written about performative activism, I've talked about a lot of things that are close to my heart. And eventually, when I first started writing poetry, I was actually very shy about it. I wasn't comfortable sharing it with people, and it was through a lot of time, it took me a lot of time to actually build that confidence and begin sharing my poetry with the world. And it was only, I think, in the last year or so that I actually started performing it. Like writing poetry and then actually performing it are two very different things. And it was only very recently that I gained the confidence to share my words with the public and actually express them in spoken word form. So the second question is, what is your stance on feminism and women empowerment? So I think it's very important for me to say that feminism means empowering women, but what women empowerment means to different women is unique to all of us. तो जो मुझे empowering लगता होगा वो किसी और औरत को शायद ना लगता हो empowering, and मेरा काम है as a feminist, as a औरत, to support other women, to make sure that I uplift and include other women, even if their feminism is different from mine. For example, for me, feminism means being able to have equal opportunities as men. For me, feminism means someone not restricting the kind of clothes that I get to wear. For me, feminism means that I am not, as a direct result of my gender, at a higher risk of violence at all times in my life. But to different women, feminism has this, like, the problems of being a woman are very different, and I want to help those women, give voices to women, and make sure that we uplift and include one another. So the third question is, are there any tips that you would like to give for people trying to start their own blog? So I think for me, I've been posting on Sana's writings for a long time now, and I think the first step is just to create a blog. Start putting your material out there, whatever it is, whether it's poetry or if it's something else, and believe in yourself. If you think you have something important to say or something important to contribute, then I think that's a good place to start. The fourth question